Hey guys, welcome back to Say What Reacts. We are back again with another Ateez music video for you guys. So freaking excited. Holy shitballs. So it'll be a minute till you guys see this because we still have to release the Halazia and the Limitless MVs for the storyline before we release this one with Carlos for the storyline. So you guys probably won't see this for, I don't know, maybe like a month after the actual release or after we're actually recording it. But we're watching this on Friday, the day of the release, like a little bit later. Like I reacted to it at midnight when it came out and I've already posted it. But we're watching it later Friday night. So it's exciting. I am so excited for him to see this. Okay, so I have several things to show you. I have the Outlaw trailer to show you.
Okay.
But then after the Outlaw trailer, we also have the opening sequence thing that they filmed. I'm not going to show them the teasers. Well, maybe I should show you the teasers.
I mean, do we really? I'm watching the trailer.
No, the trailer has nothing to do with the teasers. Teasers are completely different from the trailer.
Okay.
But the teasers tease the song.
Right.
Not that you care if the song's teased for you or not. I'm more of a stickler for. I want to know nothing. I want them to slap me across the face with everything they have all at once. Right. To where like I am malfunctioning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. Oh yeah. If you want to see a hot mess reaction, make sure you watch the actual original reaction to this music video that we did on our channel. Whoo! I was not. Look, we had plenty of time to prepare, and I was not prepared.
Never ready.
Oh my god, because it's
ready.
just so good. It's just so good. Okay, I need to shut up. Okay, let's do this. Let's go. Let's put this on the screen. I don't even... Wait, what? Hold on a second. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, we're going to watch the Outlaw official trailer first because he has not seen this yet. So we need to watch this first for sure. Oh, okay, let's put this up on the screen first. Yes, pause warning in the corner because if you've not watched our videos before, these are like storyline related videos. Yes, we're checking out something new, but it is like storyline based. So we're going to talk a lot about the storyline. If you just want to see like music video reaction to like, you know, vocals, visuals, all that stuff, then you're going to want to watch my original reaction. If you want to talk about like what the fuck is happening in this video and get down in it, this is what we're doing here.
That's what I'm here for.
Yes. So I'm so excited about this. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's watch the Outlaw official trailer first. Let's go. This is so exciting. Okay. Prestige Academy. You remember what the Prestige Academy is? Yeah. Okay. Bluebird. Now I know you don't usually pay attention to lyrics too much. Right. You're more of the visual of the storyline. In Halazia, Yosung's line specifically says the little bluebird that's lost its voice. So just in case you didn't read it or you didn't catch it, just wanted to point that out. I fucking can't. I love them. There's no reason for them to be this attractive. It's stupid.
You're not even ready.
I've already seen it. I'm still not ready.
But you don't even know what I'm about to say.
I don't know what you're about to say.
So we'll move on to the next thing. Rewind this all the way to the beginning, because all the shit that means nothing to you.
What do you mean? How do you know it means nothing to me?
Because I'm gonna ask you a question. What does Dune mean? What does Night City Wake Up Police Department mean? What does that building in the middle mean?
Well, the building in the middle is the Prestige Academy.
Right.
Because we saw that through the telescope. Dune is the name of one of their B-sides.
Right, and?
But Dune is also obviously a movie.
Right.
Yes, that I have not seen.
Yeah. Or a book that you've never read. Yep.
Or a book I've never read.
Yep.
Night City Wake Up Police Department. If you looked, Yun-Ho was working on a police car.
Yeah.
So I saw that.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway.
But Night City is also the main place. It's the main world where Cyberpunk, the RPG
I was about to say, Cyberpunk is a B-side off their world album.
Right.
Yeah.
But all these things are things before these boys were even born. But continue.
Yeah.
What else did you see? You can play it. You don't necessarily have to have music on if you want to, but you can play it.
Yeah, it's fine. They yeah, so Prestige Academy is what they're looking at in the distance.
But then also like how Prestige Academy, it's going to tie into the end of this video ultimately, but the lights, the way that the lights are shooting off Prestige Academy, and then how the lights trail off the back of their motorcycles.
Yeah, it looks very the cyberpunkish
but
style.
not just cyberpunk, but the fucking the great granddaddy of them all, the Godfather, Akira, the fucking anime series. It's like how them zipping through and shit like that is very like this is very anime.
It seems like it. Yeah,
it's not seems, it is.
Well, I don't know anime, so for me it seems like it because I don't know what I'm talking about.
Right. Yeah, continue.
Okay. That's his birthday, by the way. At least I think it is, right?
On the
yeah,
bag?
I think so. Right? I could be wrong. I thought there was a reference to his birthday there somewhere. Each one of us has been waiting in separate hideouts.
I got to. When you're an outlaw.
The fucking goat. I love it. Goat, the spyglass, the wanted poster of Mingy.
That's just really cool.
I know, right?
Outlaw Customs.
I can't. Why does it literally look like there's like a fucking boat in the middle of the city on like a roof somewhere?
Yeah.
But I mean, their boat does fly.
Yeah.
So
sure,
I mean,
sure. There's like a crow's nest.
Yeah, I love that. I love your face. I love like the humor aspect of this.
Yeah. It's got a very Cowboy Bebop feel.
Ah, okay. I know that reference.
You do know that reference.
He loves Cowboy Bebop. Why are you so attractive? Jesus. Stupid. You too, mister.
Yeah, but like the trails of the with this is very Akira-esque. This last scene right here, and it's just like that's really cool. Now, like I like the reference to like in like Cowboy Bebop, they're very poor. The bounty hunters themselves, they eat a lot of like beef, bell peppers and beef, but it's not bell peppers and beef. It's just the bell peppers like stir fried by itself. So like them having the peppers and the message in there. It's also like I don't know if it's because that's a pretty common like trope. All in all, like, you know, putting messages in the food for them to get it. But like on the kind of like cyberpunk dystopian like future thing, like Eon Flux, that show that used to be on MTV. There's like there's a couple episodes in there where Eon like they transfer messages like through. I mean, they make out. They're not obviously making out, but like in terms of them eating something or consuming something in their mouth, like a pill or a capsule or a popsicle, but then they're transferring a message between that shit. But you would think like they're in the future too, so they probably have like a better way. But that's also the point. Like you gotta be like
under like low key about it, exactly.
Yeah.
So after this came out, we they saw around Korea these literal chili pepper trucks with the different members' voices selling chili peppers, like announcing cool. Like buy your chili peppers, like chili peppers for sale,
right,
on these chili pepper trucks with all these bags of chili peppers everywhere.
Were they messages
all
on the
just
inside?
Randomly? No, but they were just randomly, like, as you know, just kind of props basically, right. To it's kind of it's totally promotions. But I'm like underground, I love this shit. Yeah. Like, this is so cool that they fucking do this. Like, literal like trucks like filled with bags of chili peppers with their members' voices, announcing that they have chili peppers for sale. And then there's like QR codes and stuff that you can like scan for like the album and stuff, cool. Like for the pre-orders. It's so crazy. And if like even if you look at it, you can see like the handwritten signs, but you can see Ateez in the back. Like, it's just, I love the detail. And like they go like, they don't have to do this shit. No. Renting out fucking food trucks that have chili peppers and the members' voices.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have to do this. Just like there was like this one thing, I can't remember if it was like a K-Con type of show, or if it was like just one of their concerts or one of their appearances. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I think it was like at a K-Con or something similar. Not K-Con, but it was something similar, I think. But outside of the venue, you saw this big, kind of thing. This was for, I think it was like during like Gorilla time, I believe. But it was like this big advertisement basically that had like all of them on it, but it had like just eyes in the sky type of like that type of thing. If I'm not wrong, it was during that time.
Like 1984, people was watching.
Kind of, But like at the end of the concert, when everyone was leaving, everything was destroyed and on the ground and crumbled like with caution tape around it, and like and I'm just like, but with the world, with the like the QR code there that you can scan. I'm just like, this is fucking cool. Like, I love the detail that they like, and all of a sudden like how like this like whole like thing started and how it's happened a couple times now. All of a sudden, randomly, QR codes will pop up randomly in the middle of like the city,
right? And
like when you scan it, you're like, oh my god, shit, something's about to happen for Ateez. But like, it's just they just post these random QR codes like cool. In the middle of like Korea,
right?
And it's like, unless you scan it, like you don't even know what's happening. It's like, this is so fucking cool. I just love, like, it's so brilliant the way they're handling it. They really like get you invested into like, kind of like the
you're involved in their world.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I just get so excited. I'm so excited about the whole thing. Okay, so that was that. Now we're gonna do the official MV opening sequence. This came out a day ago. Should we do one of the trailers? So should we do this in the order that it came out in? Hold on a second, guys. Give me 1 second. Yeah, because the two trailers came out first, and then the opening sequence came out first. So we'll watch it, whatever. This song will be kind of teased for you a little bit in the trailer. I don't think you really care a ton whether that's teased or not. That was the first one. So, yeah. Oh, whoopsie. I didn't mean to do that. And then we have the second one actually is mainly just choreo and song spoiler. So this is mainly the one I wanted to see. Okay. So I won't do the second one. So
is that tattoo real?
They all have them.
Right.
It's in real life, no.
Yeah.
But storyline, all of a sudden we started seeing them with these tattoos.
I got you.
And we're just like, what is this?
I wonder if it's kind of like there's a story arc in One Piece to where like I don't fucking remember. It's like early on. It's one of the early story where like anyway like Luffy, he gets his tattoo, like he gets like an X tattooed on him. But it was like in context of like a reminder. But it's kind of like it's interesting, like they're doing it because they're like pirates or whatever. So like they've gone through a story arc, and this is kind of like a mark of remembrance. So I kind of like that of like showing the growth of the character.
Yeah, and like Sans is like on his collarbone, his is on his neck. Like they're in different places.
A burrito?
I'm not. It looks like a.
It's a crescent moon with something in the middle or some shit like that.
It looks almost like a V, but or like a weird ass W or a bird. Is that a bird like flying down?
I wonder if it's like a nod, like you said, they're doing a lot of the QR code shit. There used to be there was like a hacker contest years ago, cicada something something something, but it was like along those lines. It was like a viral thing where like hackers had to like go on this like geocaching manhunt. And I wonder if it's a cicada. That'd be cool. No, just in a nod. So. But in terms of like what you were saying with their promotions, with the QR codes and stuff like that.
I think it's a symbol for them.
No, I get that.
Like
no, I get that. Know? But I mean, like in terms of like their advertising, how they're tying this into like, there's a lot of things happening in the world and the story as a whole, and it's just like another little nuanced thing.
Maybe, but I don't know. I think it's me personally. I think it's specific to this version of them in this storyline,
right. No,
and they're almost like their mark in a way, to distinguish them here in this place. Because remember in Limitless they had the line tattoos like right below their ear. It's somewhere like longer than the others. And we're like, what is that? So kind of similar to that, but this isn't quite the same.
Right.
Okay, so this is the Bouncy K Hot Chili Peppers official MV opening sequence. So we're gonna watch this, and then we're gonna get into. Video? This is the full uncut like opening sequence.
I got you. Did they not release it with it together?
This is it in detail. Oh. You'll see the difference when you actually watch the video.
No, but that's what I'm asking. They don't have a video with this included?
You'll see the difference when you see the video.
Okay.
Okay, so let's make sure that we are in the right. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Oh, and I was like, I love how this looks almost steampunkish.
Yeah.
But like, obviously Old West with like the wagons and like the grain sack and like, but like then you have like the revolvers with the fire. It's like it's very steampunk meets Old West.
Right.
At the same time, especially with like the music that just kicked in, but also we have the cyberpunk side of it as well.
It's just encompassing dystopian future world. Yeah. So good.
So fucking cool. Sorry, I'm still not over it. I've watched this so many times now in the last like 12 or 24 hours almost, and I'm still not over it. So that's the opening sequence.
Wow. Yeah. Very interesting.
I know. Okay, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay. Here we go, y'all. Here we go.
Are you ready?
I also can't wait to hear what you think of the song, so let's go. And put this on the screen. Let go. I'm not ready, and I've already seen it so many times. I'm still not ready. Dude. I'm not ready. Not when it comes to Ateez especially. I can't. No. Nope. Ah!
Slow
it down, make it bounce. I am never gonna get that out of my fucking head. If you want to know how, I can show you right now. I love it so much. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
That was cool.
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Did you catch the big moment?
No.
After the bullet.
What, like blew up whatever building that was?
Inside, yeah. It wasn't just the building.
What do you mean?
It happened so fast. I was like, wait, did I see what I just thought I saw? And I rewound it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, that is what I saw! I was like freaking out.
It hit something and exploded.
I was like, did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see the mask? And I was like, oh my God, it is! Yeah. I was like, did I just see his Mickey mask?
Yeah.
Did I just see it? I stopped and I freaked out and rewound. And I'm like, oh my God, I just saw his Mickey mask. I was freaking out. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Okay, let's just, we're going to let it play on mute and let's talk. Yeah? Okay. Okay, what you got? There's
a lot.
There's so much.
Yeah.
Oh my God. First of all, just the cinematography.
Yeah. There's a lot of
like shooting scene.
Yeah, there's a lot of references to a lot of things in this video.
The boxing scene, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, this video is really cool though. I like the aesthetic of it altogether.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's a lot of homages to a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little over the top. in comparison to like all the other things.
But I think it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like they were kind of like tongue in cheek, like kind of with even with the opening trailer with like the chili pepper, like let's bounce, and then he had like the funny thing in his cup, and
it's time to move now.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's supposed to have this almost like slight humor element to it, like. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's kind of sly a little bit, you know.
For sure.
And isn't Cowboy Bebop have like a humor aspect to it as well?
All that shit has a humor aspect to it for sure.
So, and I don't know if you think that still is a little bit of a reference throughout this. I don't know what that really looks like.
Well, Cowboy Bebop is just ultimately like it's like a space crime drama. Oh. But it's like Western noir.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of themes of that application, which they go more of like as a whole. Yeah. They're taking more of like a action perspective.
Yeah.
And like with the crazy looking bullet and shit. Like what movie is that? Angelina Jolie and Morgan Freeman, where they're fucking assassins or whatever. And this is like very Guy Ritchie like.
Yeah. Fight Club type of.
Not Fight Club really, but a Brad Pitt movie. But to me it's more like Snatch and Sherlock.
Yeah. Okay.
And like the underground bare knuckle brawling and shit. And he's like talking in his ear or whatever, and because that's like a big like plot aspect. That's for my career straight up.
See, people mention that in the comments, and I don't know what that is. Know what that is. I knew you would know. I was like, he's gonna know whatever the hell that is. I know he's gonna know that.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what the fuck this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the crazy breaks and everything. But yeah, there's a lot of cool shit in here.
And what's with the police badges? I'm like, wait, what? Like, patrol officer with badge number and everything, and then they're like working on a cop car too. Yeah. So I'm like, hold on. So are they like undercover? Like, are they posing as?
Well, we got
so they can help infiltrate. You know,
that's the thing. Like, we don't know when this takes place. You know what I mean?
Well, okay. So we do know.
What do we know?
Remember from the book, we do know that the one kid comes to them. Yeah. From the Prestige Academy, but his brother's still there, and they're trying to. It's like the Operation Go Get the Brother. So I think that's where we're at right now. Is Operation Go Get the Brother from Prestige Academy, and in the meantime, save these people from being brainwashed, basically, to like feel no emotions.
What I mean is because the videos before this, they're in a way far future, AI controlled future already. So that's what I'm saying. This takes place before that, so we don't know where from the last time we saw them to where they are now. How far back?
Yeah, there's like Gorilla.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is the same as this. But then Halazia is like almost like a different, it's like way after that or something where it's
but we also know that there's like
where something went wrong.
There's some kind of like interdimensional time travel shit that they got going on as well. So it's like who is feeding who information? Because these are kind of like, you know what I mean? Like
speaking of who is feeding who information. Okay, first of all, we saw in Mingy's in Minky's like opening sequence thing that we just saw before the video, we saw him standing outside of the bar, right? If you look at the wanted posters on the side of the bar, there's nothing written on them.
Right.
And at the end, there's this like Z with the line through it, which I my mind did go when I saw it. My mind did go to Mask of Zorro because I loved that movie.
Yeah.
But like I was like, I'm not gonna even say that because I feel like there's something more to it than that, especially because their universes are A to Z, and I know that's like. During certain times, we're literally we're in and talking and looking at A's universe, and then in other times we're in Z's universe. And I don't know if we are currently in Z's universe or we're going to be going to Z's universe in the next thing, and maybe that's a reference to that. I think that's more along the lines of what it is rather than just Mask of Zorro. But if Mask of Zorro was like a freaking Robin Hood of sorts, you know what I mean?
Like
kind of. Yeah. Which is kind of does make sense in this way a little bit, you know what I mean? So I would get it if it was kind of a reference to that, but also reference to their universes at the same time. But I didn't vocalize that in my reaction because I was like, I think it's more than that. I don't even want to say that yet.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But again, like there's so much that's happening in this video specifically. It's just so fast, and there's like, why is so this fast. Like what's going on? But this is also like just the first thing, so there's going to be more coming out after here. Well,
no. This is the title track.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't know if there's gonna be a second MV coming out or not. I don't know.
Yeah. But I mean, this isn't the end of the story.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like we're gonna get more moving forward.
For sure.
From this, and that's the thing. Like, I don't like holding on to too many things too. Like, so these guys are aware that. So this is where it like shifts, right? Because the man in the white mask is pursuing them. Now they're stalking him.
Well.
You know?
It was, the man in the white mask has always been pursuing them. And then we saw in Gorillas, we saw the spiky blimps, which was kind of a reference to the man in the white mask, but we never really saw the man in the white mask in Gorillas per se. We just saw the blimps that were spiky. That was kind of the reference. And then now we actually see
like a super far future.
Right. With the Prestige Academy and the glowing things in the ear that are feeding the information. The brainwashing information. But then we do see the man in the white spiky mask in the Prestige Academy that they just took out. And that is that's one of my questions here. I kind of low key, because I stopped it and I was watching it during this time, like, hold on a second, this doesn't quite make sense. I said, how is he shooting from the top of this building, but the bullet is coming out of where they're cultivating the chili peppers? The bullet comes out of where the chili peppers are, but he is on the top of the building. It's almost like the bullet went through dimensions.
No, well, yes.
In a way. So I'm like, wait, what just happened? I'm gonna play it real quick.
What's that movie? There's a movie with fucking, let me look it up.
Right here. That happens, but it's coming out this way.
It's also like
it's a different bullet. It's a more futuristic bullet as opposed to looking like just a main, kind of.
That's crazy. I was actually just watching this movie the other day. Of where that bullet is like a reference to, because
this thing.
Yeah. Look it up. Angelina Jolie fucking assassin movie. Oh, there's a lot of them.
They're gonna Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Wanted.
I don't think I ever saw that.
It's got like Morgan Freeman and James McAvoy. Professor Rex is in it. But anyway, in that like, so they're like crazy assassins in there, but they do like crazy like shots, and the bullets are like forged in a way that they can be on top of a building across a way, and like the
bullet will go to where they want it to go.
Where they want it to go, but it'll like curve and things like that, and kind of like, because like there's a scene in there to where it's like you like someone hears a gunshot and them responding to the gunshot and turning around is when them getting shot. So it wasn't like he was aiming at him. It was just like by the time he hears the bullet and reacts to the bullet, it's where the bullet's gonna land where it needs to be. So it's kind of like him shooting and whatever is projecting this bullet. You know what I mean? It's like that guy, the man in the white mask, whatever organization and all that they're dealing with, obviously he's like the man in the high tower, he's like untouchable and stuff like that. So they're gonna have to be able to like shoot this thing off and them not even perceive it, because he happens to turn around again, like in Wanted, he happens to turn around like right at the perfect time moment, to get hit. You know what I mean?
And they had infiltrated the academy, which we saw with the white outfits, so I don't know if they needed to infiltrate the academy to like, and it almost makes me feel like, you know how we if you haven't been following along, we clearly have multiple Ateez is happening here. They literally talked about multiple dimensions and universes. Like, they've talked about that.
Sit down with each other. They've interacted with each other directly.
We've seen them interact with each other. I personally feel that this Ateez, this Ateez is a complete its own Ateez.
For sure, I agree.
And I personally...
And I think that's why I was asking about the tattoos.
Yeah. I personally feel that this Ateez is its own Ateez. The Ateez that infiltrated the Prestige Academy is a different Ateez. Yeah. And that's the Ateez from, Gorilla. And I feel like this Ateez is more like a Don't Stop era.
I got you.
Ateez. The actual vigilantes, the pirates, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like these are two different Ateezes that are aware of each other and are working together to take this down.
I think that's what...
I think that's what's happening here.
And that's what I was alluding to.
And that's why when he shoots, because he's working together with whoever, the other half or whatever.
Yeah.
That's how it's coming out of this thing and then hitting, but I mean, I say this, but in the same breath, we do clearly see the Prestige Academy in their world. Yeah. So it's like, are they still within I think that they're still within the same world here. In a way.
Do you remember?
But I think that they're both here. One's in the Prestige Academy infiltrating. One's outside, trying to get the dirty work done to distract people or to get some extra money on the side so that they can make their escape. To whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like
to be the cops that are there present so that no one else responds to the call because they're the ones on duty.
Or just
I don't know.
It's just levels of infiltration. They've got all this information and they know how the system works. And
but they're not the ones to go clean up and go to the Prestige Academy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I understand that. Yeah. I think it's what we're seeing ultimately is we know it happens. We know the end of the future that they're trying to avoid. So
I mean, the Halazia future.
Yeah. So they're working backwards, trying to find all these things. But now we're all on the same page. Because in the beginning, in the first few videos, it was with the dream communications, and then even the astral projection, different dimension, kind of ghosty.
If you guys did not see one of our last posts, we were talking about one of the VCRs from their concerts. It was so significant with the storyline. Yeah. Holy shitballs! It was so significant with the storyline. And that's what he's referring to right now.
And I think that's now this video is we're all on track now. All the message has been received. Yeah. We got the plans. Now they're actually actively working together. Yeah. At first it was
I think that's what it is
making the recruits and all that stuff.
Well, and in that VCR, to be fair, they were on different dimensions at the same time. Giving each other message. Well, one giving the other messages, but at the end of that, they do see each other at the very end of that. Yeah. So maybe that's them coming together.
Right.
To accomplish this eventually.
Being that application. You know what I'm saying? Of them being able to simultaneously in their own dimension respectively, because they're occupying the same space technically, just in another dimension of that this is how this is working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think that's what it is. They're occupying the same space but in a different dimension. So when he shoots,
same time,
it turns into the other dimension's bullet, and that's why it looks more futuristic and more advanced and techy. Yeah. Definitely.
But also, I think it's also a nice touch too, because you're asking why did it go through the thing? But where does he get the bullet? He gets the bullet out of a chili
from the chili pepper. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah. That it's whatever science that they got worked out. Yeah. It transferred that energy or transmuted that bullet into just a regular bullet to that fucking super explosive round. Yeah. But then also as well too, is that, to your point, that aspect of who is where and when and why and how all at the same time. Yeah. Right? He's shooting that bullet from another dimension into this other dimension, but he's also shooting the chili pepper. That is very special, and they're guarding it. Early in this video, they're in this place and they're guarding it. They're just
But I think this is the last purpose of the chili pepper.
Well, yeah. Well, that's
that's why it's okay for it to. Yeah. It has to be destroyed in order for this to happen. Type of thing. Right. Yeah.
But who was in what dimension? What's happening? Who and where and why?
Well, that's why. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I don't know, man.
But I also think there's a lot of things happening on purpose to kind of not distract us per se, but just giving us kind of not direct context and exposition, but just enough of just there's some wild shit going on.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's time, or you said, this group is, and they've just been waiting for the message the whole time. So this could have been an Ateez that had been communicated to before prior.
Well, it said 6 months being held up, like holding. What did it? Fuck hell. Hold on. It said, on the actual. Nope, not that one. Nope. Just kidding.
Yeah, the little subtitle blurb.
The Outlaw. No, I haven't heard the song. Oh my god, I almost played one of the songs. Jesus, I just scared myself. Where is it? Hold up, y'all.
Is it not one of the videos that we just watched?
It is, but like I clicked off of it. Damn it. This one, the Outlaw trailer. Yeah. Yeah, so like at the very, very beginning, it's talking about how they've been in hideout 6 months on standby for this entry operation. Yeah. So it's like on standby. So they're on standby. They've been waiting for it. It's like, okay, let's bounce this time because they're waiting for the cue. Well, they were from the other people in the dimension, the other dimension, that it's time to. Well,
that's what I'm saying. Like this particular Ateez has already been in contact. Like to your point, this is a different, but not only different, it's brand new to us as an audience altogether. Like these guys were probably like the first people. They needed the least amount of convincing. And I don't know if it's because they're outlaws and they're just like, hell yeah, we're here to fuck shit up. Or because, the other guys needed different types of convincing and to get them all on board because this is what's happening. Yeah. But these guys were just like, oh no, for sure. Like, we're ready to do this shit because our lives this world sucks. Like, if you,
like at the end, Mingy's like, so freaking persistent. Yeah, like, the wanted posters are still out and he's like, just leave me the fuck alone,
So these guys were just like, from the jump. Like, they didn't need any backstory. Yeah. Like, these guys were ready to go. They're just like, all right, hell yeah. These are like the down and dirty guys.
I love it.
Yeah, this video is really cool.
The way it was shot, man, it was so like cinematic. Like it was a fucking movie.
Right. Yeah,
man, it was. Of those shots.
But it's like also too, it's like we don't know. We don't know if all this and like what's next. That's where I'm really at. You know what I mean? Because I'm still convinced that the man in white is one of them.
I know you are. He is very convinced that the man in white's one of them. I'm not convinced of that. Yeah. So, and once again, we have not had that answered for us, so there is no right and wrong as of right now when it comes to that aspect of it, because we don't know. We've seen them fight the man in white, but we've also seen them fight Ateez, and we've also seen them come together and sit with Ateez. Right. So it's like, and
it's kind of like the video when we watched the next.
We're talking about Kingdom, by the way. The Kingdom, the episode where they performed in white, like not the last episode, but like second to last episode, they were literally fighting the men in white with the spiky masks, and they were also fighting Ateez, kind of all in that whole like stage performance. So yeah,
like the reference I was making to like the Terminator, like in the Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger is the bad guy in the second movie, like moving forward, he's like the good guy. Or so it's one of those things of like what they're doing and how the chroma works, we don't know. Right. There's a lot of those things that we don't know, but it can move through like time and space and different dimensions and stuff like that. So that's why like I believe that the man in white is one of them, but he's also under that concept of like how when Arnold Schwarzenegger was introduced as the T-800 in the first Terminator, he was the bad guy. He was the bad guy, yeah. But he was going back in time, but he can be reprogrammed. So it's one of those things of like this guy.
I mean, but they're taking this guy out, though.
We don't know that, though. They're trying to.
I mean, he literally just shot him with the bullet, basically. And it blew up. And he blew up the Prestige Academy.
No blood, no gore, no confirmation. That's just the rules.
True. That's just the rules. You didn't see a body? You don't know he's dead.
But at the same time, as well, too, like they had to get their technology from somewhere. Yeah. And if the man in white is pursuing them, it's safe to assume so far that they had the technology first.
The guy in white?
Yeah, and like in the Prestige Academy and the AI, whatever.
Yeah, I mean they definitely have a lot of technology.
So for that aspect of, and then someone from them then was going back and forth and talking and stuff. You know what I mean? Like to have all these events. So that's why it's just like, but again, it's also a different dimension. So the man in white, we don't know who he is. Yeah. And how, like, in the terms of the pursuit, and we're going to go into that, and I think that's, like, just a perfect reveal. That's, like, a perfect build-up to when we finally reveal who he is. Because, like...
Do you think they will ever reveal who he is? Or do you think they'll leave it a mystery?
I don't know. That really depends on what they want to do and how far they want to go. And what story they're trying to convey, like, all together. Because this is, like, way different. Yeah. In terms of... But I think, like... Because we just watched the next video. It's, like, what SM lacks... these guys got a better thing going on.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I mean?
sure.
So where it's just like they can make it.
They're really developing their story so well,
and they can present something totally separate and just have one little nuanced thing, like being that it's the man in the white in there, because that is the Prestige Academy. You know that's where we're trying to infiltrate and get into. But having that one little extra touch of like they're shooting that they happen to shoot the man in white as well. You know, so it's adding like more layers to those things. But we don't know if he's really dead.
So I see what you're okay. So are you kind of saying that like, what if the man in the white was at the Prestige Academy checking shit out as well, and it's one of them?
That's
but
like
their actual goal was just to blow up the Prestige Academy, not necessarily to shoot him.
Yeah.
But he just happened to be there. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because that's interesting.
And like that's the thing, because it's like it's real. It's built in our DNA as people, and more so in modern times. Like
I simplify it. Like, oh, they got him.
Well, it's not just like a simplification, but it is. It's like a defense mechanism. Like we always need a boogeyman. We always need a bad guy,
or an answer to a story, or a closure to a story, or whatever. Yeah.
But like with this, it's just like we don't know, because just as much as we've seen, like to your point, the first year with the Ateez, that those are the bad guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But then we see them come together and answer. They don't seem so bad.
Right. And then also like these guys also kind of have like a Ateez as a whole of how they've been presented. If Ateez is like this elite military force, that how they were introduced in Hala
and like in Limitless.
But then also their terrorist organization in another. What video is that? Where they're in their dystopian future and they're dropping the propaganda and the blimps and stuff like that. But,
Gorilla.
And Gorilla? No, was it Gorilla?
Yeah.
But these guys are kind of like a mix of both. They've got weapons, but they have like, you know, they're kind of like pirates from that other video in that era. Don't Stop. So they're kind of like a culmination of all of the Ateez that we've seen so far.
Yeah.
They've got the training.
Yeah.
They are badasses and not just training because they're using guns. How do they get that they're cops.
Yeah.
These are all like specialty things that like for Ateez, that they're like a specialist force, not just an oppressing force that I was presented in the second video of the Ateez video or
They're just the more rough and rugged.
Right, but it's not that they're just more rough and rugged. It's like they're kind of like the evolution of all the Ateez that we've seen. These guys are like Ateez perfect. Like they have all the attributes of what we've seen of all of them so far.
Interesting.
All into like one group of the rough and rugged kind of cavalier rogue aspect, but they're very technical and precise, like Ateez as a whole. And
they've got the skills.
They've got the skills. They got the personality. They got all the things that we've all kind of seen of all the Ateez moving forward in this aspect coming to it. So this is like I said, like this is like perfect Ateez. But again, in the continuity of the storyline, these were the guys that they didn't have to be convinced.
Yeah.
They didn't have to be brainwashed. They didn't have to go out anywhere. They're just like our world sucks, dude. Like we're ready to go.
Yeah.
So I like this video a lot. But yeah. Right? But that's what I'm saying.
You think it's one of your favorites out of all the videos we've seen?
Like aesthetically, like song wise, and just like with all the flash and the choreo and all. Yes, this is the most aesthetically pleasing. It's my favorite so far, but it's not my favorite in terms of like context of like what's going on in the story.
Yeah.
But this is definitely the most entertaining, most fun video so far.
It's so good, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. This was so much fun. Okay. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We would love to hear your thoughts on everything we've discussed. Obviously, we've discussed very heavy storyline aspects, obviously, if you've been listening. So yeah, let us know your thoughts on everything that we're thinking. Is there anything additional that like you've caught onto, or a theory that you have that you want to share with us that we haven't kind of delved into and explored? We would love to hear your thoughts. And yeah, I guess that is it. Anything else, Carlito?
No, that's it. I can't wait for the next one.
I know. Oh my god. And like I said, like I don't know if there's gonna be like another like thing that comes out for this or another music video.
You can't like deliver some. I mean, you can. You do whatever the fuck you want.
Well, but, like Gorilla was just one video.
What's the name of the next song?
Ateez was just one video.
What's the name of the next song that's coming out? That's projected to come out. No one knows yet.
Well, they have their album that came out.
What's the name of the album?
Isn't it Outlaw? Hold on. I think it's Outlaw. Hold on, I literally just downloaded the song today. Yeah, World Episode 2 Outlaw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because World Episode 1 is the gray ones, the little gray ones up there with the orange, yellow, and blue.
I got you. Yeah, I see.
Yeah. So that was isn't that world episode or is that what? I think. Fuck, I don't know. Fucking know. Anyway, and then this album has This World, Dune, Bouncy, Django, Wake Up, and Outlaw.
Yeah, bro. How you gonna have a song called Django and not have no story in it? Because Django itself is like both the original movie and like the Quentin Tarantino Django. Like it has to have a story.
Maybe that's what it's teased at the end of this. I don't know.
Yeah,
but I don't know
there has
because
to be something.
The last couple albums, because it's crazy, because sometimes with their albums they will do. You saw in the intro that we watched of them, they will do the double title track thing where they have like the fans and the people vote on which one they want the main title track to be.
Right.
And that's the main title track, but there still is 2 MVs that have come out.
Yeah.
The last time they did that, if I'm not wrong, was Deja Vu and Eternal Sunshine, which are both very different from one another.
Yeah.
But after that after Deja Vu, is that when we got Gorilla? But like Gorilla, it was just Gorilla, and then Halazia was actually just supposed to be filler for them, which is insane to me because it's one of the most brilliant music videos. I fucking love that video so much. And then we had Limitless, but that was a Japanese release, and then which always just has one thing typically. And then this one, which just had the one. It didn't have the 2 vote thing like it does sometimes. So I don't know if maybe the next thing will have like a 2 vote thing since it's been a minute since they've done that. So I don't know that there will be a second thing that comes out, to be honest.
Right.
But you just never know. You never know when it comes to Ateez, man. They're very creative.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, for sure.
Honestly, I feel like they're one of the most creative as in terms of marketing and promos. The storyline, like it's so good. It is fucking brilliant. I love it so much. Anyway, okay, we're gonna go. I've talked a lot. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Hell yeah.
Bye.